while I will write, followed by I will write condition. What we are learning? While with else. If you understand how while with else is working, then you can write for with else also easily. While I am testing one condition, condition is nothing but Boolean condition I am writing. So if this condition evaluates to true, then the block of code will be executed. After that, what I am doing? I am going to write else followed by colon. Next, I will write a block of code. Okay. So within this block of code, I am going to write. So let us understand what happens. So within this block, if a break encountered, if break encountered means break is executed, then else cannot execute. Cannot execute. EXECUT. Okay. If a break does not execute, if break does not execute, then else can execute. This is the simple thing you should remember. In while, if a break does not execute, else will execute. If a break is execute, else cannot execute. Very simple thing to remember. When brother want something, sister say no. When brother say no, sister definitely ask, I want that one. Are you clear? This is simply indirectly proportional. When break execute, else cannot execute. When break does not execute, else can execute. So now I am going to write one simple program. So here, while I am writing while, and I have started I value as 1, and n value is going to be changes. And I am going to test up to n. If in case I is equal to 10, I will execute break. Otherwise, I am going to print current value of I. Next, I is going to be incremented. So did you understand? I am going to print I values from 1 to given number. 1 to given number. But if in case I value reaches 10, then I am going to stop. Next, for this one, I am going to write else print done. Just print done. Now tell me, what is the output I get when I give 5? If I give 5, is it execute break? If I give 5 at this place, my control can execute break. If n value is 5, so within this iteration, I became 10, it never become 10. So if it does not reach 10, break can execute, break cannot execute. If a break cannot execute, else can execute. 5Z6. I did not understand what is the message you have typed. YE. I don't know. Within this n equal to 5, I is counting up to 5. So it never reached 10. So that break cannot execute. So I can see output as done. So what is the output I can get here? For 1, I can get 2 also can execute. And 3 also can execute. 4 less than 5, so execute. 5 less than 5, it is fail, so it will stop this one. and it will go to the print. I can see the done. I can see done. But if in case this n value is 15, n value is 15, then what is the output I get? 1 I get, 2 I get, 3 I get, 4 I get, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 can execute. 9 less than 15. So 9 also will execute. Next, I become 10. 10 less than 15. So it is true, but 10 equal to 10. So can I see 10? It won't print a 10 because immediately it will terminate. So when n value is 15, break is executing. When break execute, can I see done at this place? Done cannot execute. Done cannot execute. Now I am going to write this program and will test whether else is executing or not. So next one, I equal to 1, I am starting n value, which will be changes, while I value, I am testing up to 10. If in case I became 10, I am going to put break. Otherwise, I am going to print I value. Next, I value is updating. Next, I am going to write else, and I am printing done. So here, if n value is 6, so I become 10 within this block? No. Then I can see values from 1 to 5 along with the done. Along with the done, because within this range, I never become the 10, so that break does not execute. So I can see the else block. Here I am going to run the same program, but I have given the value as 13. So during this period, is this I become 10? Yes, definitely I became 10. So break can execute. It will stop the termination. And what happens? Can I see done? Done cannot execute. So observe here. It has printed up to 9. Done does not execute. So what do you understand relation between while and else? So within the while loop, if a break is encountered, else cannot execute. Within this while loop, break does not execute, else can execute. Very simple thing. These two are indirectly proportional. Here you have to raise one question. Sir, when I write a while with else, is it mandatory to write a break in my program? No need, guys. No need. Even you do not have this one also, this program can execute. Tell me what happens. Is there any probability of not executing else? Is there any n value which avoids of executing else? No, because there is no chance of executing the else break. There is no chance of executing the break, so that else will definitely execute for any number of n value. So I am giving this 100 also. Never encounter break, so that at the end of my program, I definitely see this will execute. S5K1, n is 1. If n is 1, very good question. If n is 1, 1 less than n means 1 less than 1. Is it true or false? 1 less than 1. Is it true or false? Is it matter whether it is executing or not? False. When it is false, it never enter into while block. It never enter into while block. But is it executing break? 5K1. Did you understand? Is it executing break? It won't execute break. If it does not execute break, else can execute. Else can execute or not? Yes. So what is the output I get? Done is the output. Now run this program. You see done? Yes. Hope 5K1 it is clear to you. So it doesn't matter how many times while is executing, whether it is executing or not. It doesn't matter whether it is executing break or not is the matter. Depending on break, else can execute. So here by seeing this program, you should justify that break is mandatory to write in while when I include else. Please 5K1, can you respond? Is it mandatory to write a break when I write while with else? No. Okay, that's it. So can we write for with else also? Same thing will be performed. So how I am going to write for with else? I need not to increment this one. Next, what can I do? So for I in range n plus 1, I am writing. When I write n plus 1, it will start it from 0. I want to start it from 1. So here I need not to take I equal to 1 also. Next, I have given 10. Next, what can I do? I am going to put one condition. If I become 10, then what can I do? I am going to put break. Tell me, can I get done or I won't get it done? I have given n value as 10. So definitely I will reach don't get. Don't get means done cannot execute. Okay, I am going to run this program. Is it executed done? It is not executed. Very good, 5K1. Tell me what is the number I have to give to execute my else also? What is the number I should do it for n to execute my else also? Less than 10. Very good. I am giving 5. When I run this one, you can see done also. Is this clear? So for with else and while with else, uh, recommended thing that you have to write else block for your loops, which conveys whether your program visited every element in your either array or range or not. So it is your requirement. It is developer requirement. So there is no any rule that you must write else or not. So based on client's request and based on developer's requirement, he can include that one or he can he need not to write this one. This for with else is available in Python only. C, Java, C++, which does not has this kind of syntax. What is the another thing we skip from here? Let us go for how pass is working. So pass is the only one thing that is to represent the null statements. Pass.